My name is Lisa, and I work for a regular company. Currently, I am living together with my boyfriend, Noah, in a condominium in Tokyo. We've recently started discussing marriage, and I've been enjoying these happy days.
Lisa, tomorrow's a day off. How about we go out somewhere?
Really? There's a new store that opened at the shopping mall. I want to go there.
The one you were talking about before. Okay, let's go there tomorrow.
We had been spending calm and enjoyable days without any fights. Then, one day, I noticed Noah, who is usually always smiling, seemed to be troubled. Noah? You seem down, what's wrong? Did something happen at work?
Actually, my mom said she wants to stay with us while she's on her trip. She called me this afternoon, and even when I hung up, she called right back.
Really? I don't mind at all if she stays with us.
Thanks, but my mom, she can be a bit difficult. My dad used to get stressed about her too. That's why I'd rather she didn't come, honestly.
After hearing from Noah, I started feeling anxious about meeting my mother-in-law. Eventually, she came to stay with us. On a day off from work, Noah and I welcomed her and introduced ourselves.
By the way, Lisa, what do your parents do?
Actually, I don't have a father. I was raised by a single parent. Oh, and my mother.
Single parent. Really? You were raised by just one parent?
Yes, that's right, but
Oh my. I'm shocked Noah is dating a woman who was raised by a single parent.
What are you saying, Mom? That's disrespectful to Lisa and her mother.
Well, Lisa's mother isn't here right now, is she?
So you think it's okay to say anything if she's not here? Lisa is right here.
Noah, it's okay, calm down. Okay?
Look, Lisa says it's okay.
Mom. Lisa's mom raised her all by herself. Isn't that something to be proud of?
Even so, it means she grew up without knowing a father's love, right?
Honestly, my mother-in-law's words were shocking. Thanks to Noah, who defended not only me but also my mother, I was able to get through it with a smile. The day after she left as if nothing had happened.
Lisa, I'm sorry. My mom said so many rude things yesterday. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, Noah. You defended me a lot, didn't you? I felt really happy, like you were protecting me. Thank you.
I've reported it to my dad as well. He said he'd scold her so she won't come here again.
Thanks for everything. Impressions can change, right? If she talks to my mom, they might even get along surprisingly well, you know?
I hope that happens.
I resolved to do various things to earn my mother-in-law's approval. However, a week later, I came home earlier than usual from work and noticed a pair of women's shoes in the entrance that looked familiar. Wondering if Noah was home, I went into the living room. Mother-in-law, what are you doing here?
Oh my, Lisa, don't shout like that suddenly. You're giving me a fright.
Sorry, it was just so unexpected. What are you doing?
Oh, this. I'm packing up some things.
Packing. Whose things?
Yours. I'll be clear. I cannot entrust my precious son to someone raised in poverty. My husband and I didn't raise Noah to struggle, you know? Do you understand?
Raised in poverty.
And you know, I thought you wouldn't leave unless I did something like this.
Why do I need to leave? And what's wrong with being raised by a single parent?
Being raised by a single parent, you seem tough. You must have some nerve, right? You might be working now, but the moment you get married, you'll quit your job, and then you'll just depend on Noah's salary and half-heartedly play housewife. I won't allow it.
That's not true. I plan to keep working even after we get married.
Listen, a woman should stay home after she gets married. Letting someone like you out, you'd probably just cheat or something, right?
I would never cheat.
That's just talk. Anyone can say anything. Anyway, break up with Noah as soon as possible. Look, I've packed your things for you. Now get out quickly.
My mother-in-law told me to break up with Noah. While I was shocked by the harsh words and the sudden event, Noah came home.
Mom, what are you doing here?
She was here in the living room when I got home. I just opened the door with my key as usual. I thought maybe you had given her one.
I didn't give her any keys. Mom, how did you get in?
I found a spare key when I stayed over last time, so I took it with me, oh ho ho ho.
Don't just take things without asking. Give back the spare key and go home now.
Noah, in anger, drove his mother-in-law out. At that time, Noah made a proposal to me which I immediately agreed to. We quickly began to implement the plan according to his suggestion. A week later, when we called the mother-in-law to the apartment. Hello?
Oh, you're still here.
Yes. I'm quite thick-skinned. Actually, I have no plans to leave.
Didn't you listen to what I said? I told you, didn't I? I will not give my precious son Noah to a poor woman raised by a single parent. Don't you understand yet?
The one who doesn't understand is you, not me.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Stop being impertinent.
What are you saying? Stop talking to Lisa like that. I told you. Anyway, it's not nice to talk like this at the entrance. Come inside.
As Noah and I invited the mother-in-law into the living room.
Oh, who are these people?
This is my mother.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lisa's mother, and these people are my secretary and bodyguard.
Secretary and bodyguard. Oh, did I hear that right, or am I mistaken?
No, you heard correctly. Here's my business card. I've heard about the situation. It seems Lisa has been quite troubled by you in many ways.
Kosuka Cosmetics, the famous one. And you're the president. Unbelievable.
It's a fact. Kosuke is as big as Shiseibu, Canadu, and other major corporations. Lisa's mom is the president there.
She was also shooting a commercial for a new product today.
The actress we featured in the CM, Suzu Samace, was just adorable.
Suzu Samace.
Yes, that's right. And you know, I heard everything you said at the entrance earlier. Something about poor people, this and that. Was that my misunderstanding?
No, Lisa's mother heard perfectly well.
Is that so? Then, what exactly did you mean by poor people?
Oh there? Normally, when you hear single parent, you think they're poor, right? But I had no idea Lisa was such a lady. But I didn't know anything, so it can't be helped.
Stop joking around. Just because you didn't know doesn't mean you can say anything.
Oh dear, how refined you are to shout like that. And why should I, of all people, be scolded by you?
How can I stay silent when my daughter is treated like that?
My mother and mother-in-law were glaring at each other fiercely. It seemed my mother couldn't forgive all that had been said about me.
You're a mother, aren't you? Then you should understand that children of single parents are not to blame for anything, right?
Yes, that's true. The children are not at fault. The fault lies with you for making Lisa child of a single parent.
Yes, perhaps she did experience some loneliness, but that doesn't give you any right to criticize, does it?
Is that so? As a fellow mother, perhaps it's that I can see your flaws more clearly, don't you think?
My mother did nothing wrong. My father passed away due to illness when I was still very young. Since then, my mother has raised me all by herself, without letting me want for anything.
That's right. Lisa's mom is amazing. Even when suddenly faced with the loss of Lisa's dad, she never let Lisa see her cry. Besides, Mom, you've been acting all high and mighty, but aren't you just a housewife?
No. Being a housewife is a respectable job, you know?
That's not what I mean. You're completely dependent on Dad, aren't you?
What's wrong with that? Besides, I did this as a mother trying to protect Noah.
That's not protecting. That's just imposing your own opinions and running wild on your own.
I did nothing of the sort. Protecting him from marrying someone strange is also a parent's duty.
Strange person. Who are you talking about? I agree with Lisa's mom. Taking a spare key without permission, entering our apartment without asking, packing up Lisa's belongings on your own. And I will never forgive you for saying such things to Lisa.
Noah was angry at his mother's actions and words. The mother-in-law, who hadn't expected Noah to complain to her, was taken aback.
Oh no. Why is Noah angry with me, do? I was just trying to guide him onto the right path before he regrets anything.
Enough is enough.
Oh, Father, why are you here?
We called him here, obviously.
You two, you set me up, didn't you? Playing such underhanded tricks. What do you mean by this?
What do you mean, you? Noah chose his partner and is thinking about their future together. They were progressing in their discussion step by step. Instead of supporting them, you try to break them up. What are you thinking?
As a mother.
You're just complaining because things aren't going your way. Trying to hinder your son's happiness. That's not something a mother should do.
I agree with what Noah's father is saying.
Don't get carried away just because you agree with my husband.
Mom, don't say rude things.
Look, Noah, It's impossible for a flawed product from a single parent upbringing to marry into our family. So I just did what was natural to prevent that. What's wrong with that?
I fully understand that people have different opinions. But the idea that being raised by one parent means being poor or flawed is wrong.
Even children with both parents can stray off the path, right?
Exactly. There are many people who grew up happy and close-knit even without much money, right? Money is indeed very important, but what's most important is the family environment. Looking at Lisa, it's clear what kind of environment she was raised in.
Father just likes beautiful, young women, doesn't he?
Don't be foolish. We are having a serious discussion. Do you enjoy demeaning people so much?
The mother-in-law was unwilling to change her opinion. Although it is necessary to assert one's views, in her case, it was purely based on her assumptions. Frustrated by the mother-in-law's refusal to listen to anything, the father-in-law said,
I see. So that's your way of thinking, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. A lady from a more affluent family would be a better match for Noah, wouldn't she? With a family like this, she's bound to be greedy.
The greedy one is you, Mom. What do you mean by a lady from an affluent family? Lisa is hardworking, and she cares deeply for me, her family, and her friends.
So you mean Lisa is trying to please everyone? I knew she was that type of person.
You really lack understanding and imagination.
What do you mean by that?
Just like this.
My, how rude.
I was only imitating you.
How terrible of you to say that.
Enough. Can't you be quiet for once? That's it. I've had enough. I can't be with someone with such twisted thoughts any longer.
Look, even my husband agrees people who think like you.
I'm talking about you, you fool. I'm getting a divorce. Pack up your things from our house and leave. You have until today.
What? Are you serious about the divorce?
Of course I am. You have no compassion, not even the basic manners towards others. I'm saying I want a divorce from someone like that.
I agree with Dad. Mom, you're too selfish. I'm fed up too.
You've been doing whatever you want with your family until now.
What do you know?
I understand. Just being rude wouldn't lead to divorce, right?
The mother-in-law was shocked by the sudden talk of divorce. It seemed that unless things were spelled out this clearly, she couldn't grasp the situation. Even Noah looked exasperated and agreed with his father's decision. The mother-in-law, who never imagined she would be the one cut off, said,
Divorce is unthinkable. Are you seriously agreeing to this, Noah?
Yes, seriously. Do you think Dad and I haven't agonized over this?
I have dedicated myself to this family.
Don't be ridiculous. You've never listened to the family's opinions.
So, are Dad and Noah really going to abandon me?
Take it however you want to. My mind about divorcing is made up. I'm cutting all ties.
How can this be?
Mother-in-law, it seems you've always done as you pleased. Why not grant your husband's wish for once at the end?
That's right. Consider it a repayment for the freedom Dad gave you all this time and just go through with a divorce.
Wait, Lisa, aren't you going to say something?
What exactly should I say?
Convince Noah and your father.
I refuse. I'm not well-mannered enough to side with someone who belittles my mother.
I've been a housewife all this time since getting married. What am I supposed to do now? That's it? Hire me at your company.
Impossible. We have enough staff as it is.
Wait, everyone. I apologize for everything I've said up to now. About single parents. About Lisa. I apologize for everything. So please don't divorce me.
Crying for mercy just because divorce was mentioned.
What a pitiful person.
I don't care if it's pitiful. Please, I'm sorry, forgive me.
It's time you graduated from your pampered life and learned about the harshness of society.
Don't say such things, Lisa, please.
I agree with everyone else. Please discuss this among yourselves. Take care, then. Afterward, the mother-in-law and father-in-law divorced. The mother-in-law was evicted from the house and started living alone in an apartment, taking up part-time jobs. With virtually no work experience, she was of little use and faced constant reprimands from her superiors every day. However, she had to keep going as quitting was not an option. After struggling for a month without learning anything, she was fired. Though she quickly found another job, it was only a matter of time before she would be let go from there too. Thus, the mother-in-law, who had long been protected and comfortable, lost her cozy lifestyle and family, now enduring a harsh life tossed about by the waves of society. As for us,
Lo, you're using our men's cosmetics line.
Yes, actually, Noah recommended them to me. I thought I was too old for that, but I've been getting compliments on my skin from the younger employees at work.
that's why your skin looks so nice.
Really?
Yes. I've thought so since the first time we met.
Then I'll also start taking skincare seriously as we approach the wedding.
Me too. I have to make my skin as shiny as yours, father-in-law. After things settled down, Noah and I officially decided to get married. My mother and father-in-law hit it off and sometimes go out drinking together at an izakaya. Even though we haven't registered our marriage yet, we've already become close as a family. If the mother-in-law had been grateful to her family, she might have been laughing here with us now. But neither father-in-law nor Noah were bothered by it. We're about to get married and become husband and wife. If we're fortunate, we might be blessed with children someday, and my mother will become a grandmother. I plan to honor and repay my mother by finding my own happiness. With these thoughts, I continue to enjoy fun times, laughing together with my loved ones today. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.